beginning of day 12. It was the high 30s last night. I think that's going to be the theme for this trip, is cold at night. They do say it's supposed to warm up today into the 70s later on. I got an early start. Left the campsite at 7:15. Going to, I believe it's called Great Dunes National Park, just south of here. And then I'm going to try to get across the Rockies. I got advice from two guys yesterday, two different motorcyclists, unsolicited, that said that it's best to ride in the morning here because in the afternoon, with the heat of the landscape, the winds pick up, which makes sense to me. So I'm going to try to, well, I did that today, and I guess I'll see whether on the other side of the Rockies the same wind pattern exists. I carry both a map book and a United States map so that I can get a very small scale, the entire United States, or somewhat larger scale in the map book that has state by state, so at least I have some sense for where I'm going outside of just strictly relying on the GPS. Plus it shows where the state national parks are on it, which is nice when I'm trying to plan where I'm going for the next day. Frost light just came on my motorcycle. It's the first time that's happened this trip, I believe. It was 50 degrees up in the mountains where you think it would be the coldest, and down here in the valley floor it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit. I gotta believe it's going to warm up pretty quickly this morning as that sun comes up, given that we're towards the end of April. That mountain was Blanca Peak, 14,435 in elevation. Pretty impressive. This is the town of Blanca. Oh, nice clear view of Blanca Peak. Much easier to ride when there's not a wind blowing on you. I'm making really good time, and it's comfortable on the bike. Not getting thrown around, my head's not getting pushed this way and that. The Jibby windscreen here needs a little cleaning, but does a great job of blocking the air. And the elevated a little bit. I actually don't have it up that high, but I'm in a nice bubble of calm air on this bike. So it's a great riding experience, even at high speeds when it's calm. You can see the Great Sand Dune National Park there in front of the Rockies. That's pretty crazy. Sand is not nearly, at least in this distance, as White Sands National Park was down in New Mexico. Take the obligatory entrance photo. And there's the park over there. The scale of these sand dunes is just hard to imagine until you see them. I don't know whether the photos do justice or not, but they're gigantic. Right here next to the Rocky Mountains. Here are the Rockies, and here are the sand dunes. El Norte, Colorado. Rio Grande River. It's pretty. .78, 74 elevation. It's pretty high up. But I still have to get over a pass. My plans have changed. I've decided to go and try to get to Flag Canyon of the Gunnison I ended up in that town and was going to head to Mesa Verde and just check to see when the road, Route 50, is open in the canyon due to construction, and it said from 12:30 to 1:30. So right now it's 11 o'clock and I have a couple hours of riding to go, 2 hours and 14 minutes, so it's going to be a close call. I'm hoping that I think that the closure is actually a little bit closer than the national park, so that may give me a few minutes. But in any event, it's a mad dash to see if I can make it through that road closure. Entered the Rio Grande National Forest, still on Highway 114. Continental Divide, 10,135 feet. Now I go down. This is just gorgeous, and it's so desolate. I'm really surprised by how few people there are. A little stream of the guy who was fishing. Sea conditions may exist, hopefully not today. 66 degrees. What a nice little canyon this is. Holy cow. Wow, what a treat. Wowee. Very cool. I'll get this back home. Holy cow. Hopefully there's a pull-off somewhere here where I can take some pictures with my other camera. It's spectacular. Oh, what a gorgeous ride. Route 114 in Colorado is a great motorcycle ride. Just turned onto Highway 50. This is the road that's supposed to have the construction. I'm headed west. It's downtown Gunnison. And I got a clean windshield, or mostly clean. Dillon Pinnacles. Nice view. Really spectacular. After all that hurry in order to get to the closure on time, and I made it, it's still closed. So now I'm taking 192 north, going to go to the north rim. It's 52 miles to get there. Isn't too bad, I guess. It takes me an hour, hour and a half. I have to pay attention here. Looks like that's recently fallen a rock. And there aren't any guardrails. The canyon's there to the left. Wow. Over 3,000 miles on this trip. Just noticed my odometer is going up on 3,010 miles. What a view that is. Black Canyon National Park. I finally stopped and asked directions. If they had let me through on that bridge or whatever road work that they were doing, I could have been here 2 hours ago. It's called Pulpit Rock. That's crazy. What a chasm. Appropriately called Chasm View. Look at the changes in the rock color. High Point, this is the end of the road. So that was Black Canyon Gunnison National Park. I just finished the High Point, which is the end of the road, and going to head back down into town, grab something quick for dinner there, and then go to my campsite. So I still have another hour or so of riding and eating. It's 5:10. I've come 405 miles today, which is more than I certainly care to. Maybe the longest I've ever ridden in a day, and I'm not done yet. Nice. Nice and green. Going on 450 miles today, which for me is a long day. I usually like to shoot for around 250. I've done 3 to 330 when I need to, so this is way beyond anything that I'm normally accustomed to or want to do.